Superstar Giancarlo Canela joins us to talk about his upcoming South Florida performance, all for a great cause. Find out where and what he's been up to next. But first, we're checking in on today's amazing time. Among the stars, my next guest, somebody who I've known for many years, personally, now professionally, Giancarlo Canela. And I can tell you from personal experience, his heart is as big as your voice and your star power now.
I gotta say something. The star here is this woman.
No.
This is the star. I can promise you that. I've been a fan of you since forever, and a fan of you, not just of your career, but of the human being that you are. I love you to death, and I'm excited to be here, baby, as always.
I'm so happy that you're here, because you're just such an amazing person. And as kind and as humble as you see here, this is the real deal, guys. I can tell you that. I'm vouching for that. You are a parent, as am I, and I can't think if there's one thing I pray for my son every single night is for health. And you had the opportunity, you've gone many times to St. Jude's Hospital. Tell me about that experience, Giancarlo.
I think I had been hearing about St. Jude for a while, and we do a lot of things with the IRC. We've been to Haiti. We have a trip to Cambodia now. They have refugee camps all over in many countries, and we like to do these type of things and help out whenever we can. Because maybe music is your thing or acting is your thing, whatever your profession is, but it should always be a tool to achieve a greater good.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that greater good is to help each other out wherever help is needed. And you know, I had been hearing about the things going on at St. Jude for a while, and then when I had the chance to go and visit the center, I was just in awe.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It didn't feel like a hospital. It felt like a home.
Yeah.
It felt like a house. You know, you see smiles on the patient's face. And you know what? That word isn't used either. Patients. They're not patients.
No.
They're just kids that have dreams, have goals, and they're just helping them to prolong their lives so that they can achieve those dreams, those goals. They pay for everything on the staff.
Nobody's turned away.
Nobody's turned away. And not only that, they take care of the parents. Mm-hmm. They give them psychological guidance as well, because it's a difficult thing to face.
Yeah. And
not only that, but they're researching all around the clock for the cure to this type of cancer and this type of cancer. And when they find that research, they share it with the whole world.
With the whole world.
They don't keep it to themselves. And I just think it's an incredible place where incredible things happen. And I'm lucky to be a part of it and to help out in any way that I can.
And you're taking a look at Chef Adrienne Calvo, another local superstar. She also lends her talents and her time to St. Jude Hospital as well. Our local faces using their star power to make a difference. That's why you're loaning your voice to the big gala happening this weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow night we're gonna be performing a couple songs, and you know, they called us, and our album just dropped.
I have it here.
May. Oh, look at that! There you go.
I have it here. I've been listening to it. Can I be a dork here for a second and say I'm a huge fan of your music? It's so good, Giancarlo.
Thank you, baby.
It's
Thank
awesome.
You so
have
much.
English and Spanish on here.
This is a mix, yeah. And we're like, we've been doing the autograph signings, the tour. We did Miami, New York. We did Los Angeles, Houston, Puerto Rico. But when they called us and they said, "Hey, you think you want to be a part of this gala?" I said, "Hey, stop the signing, stop everything. Let's get there Friday. Let's rehearse. Let's perform on Saturday, and then we leave. We leave on Monday again." But this is something extremely important to me, to our whole team.
Yeah.
And hey, don't be confused, guys. I know St. Jude is a big name, and people at home might say, "Oh, everyone knows St. Jude. They get help."
No, they need your help.
They need everyone's help.
You watching at home, not just stars like Giancarlo Canela, but they need you. If you're watching right now and you've been touched, and I know you, how can you not?
In this type of case, they're the stars. The people at home are the stars. You know, that's the message.
That is the message. Speaking of message, my Twitter exploded because I've been tweeting and Instagramming about you being here. We have fans of yours from all over South Florida and all over the country who are watching right now on NBC6.com. I have to ask you this. Rocio sent us this tweet to NBC6 in the Mix. She says, "Giancarlo, when is he coming to Chicago to do his CD Gen signing?"
Actually, this Thursday coming up right now. Most likely we're gonna be in Chicago. I'm gonna be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, on Giancarlo's Music, letting everyone know where we're gonna be at and what we're gonna be doing. But I think most likely on Thursday we're gonna be in Chicago.
Look at that! And when you say that you are stopping your tour to do this for St. Jude, you truly are, because you're gonna tour the States and then you're heading down to Latin America. So this is an international tour that you're doing.
For the first time, we're going to South America, Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, and then we have a featuring a very interesting featuring on this album with Casey and the Sunshine Band and Psy, the singer from Upa Gangnam Style. And it's the first time.
It's number 7, by the way. It's so good. It's so
the first time he ever collabs with a Latin artist, which was incredible for us. And then Casey and the Sunshine Band, I mean, Boogie Shoes, that's the way, I like it. So those guys are, I mean, they're icons, they're legends. And Casey's a legend, he's on the track with us. So we might be going to Asia with the tour as well. It's crazy, man.
He is a telenovela superstar, he is a singer, but most importantly, he is one of the most humble human beings you will ever meet. Giancarlo Canela, thank you so much for being such an awesome person in this community, for showcasing South Florida as well as you do. And he's a dad too. Isn't he a good-looking dad? I mean, you can't beat that. The 12th annual St. Jude Angels and Stars Gala. It's happening tomorrow night at the JW Marriott Marquis in downtown Miami. For more information about tickets, sponsorship, or auction items, head on over to stjude.org/MiamiGala and keep up with Giancarlo's online, giancarloscanela.com. From there, you can connect to his Twitter and his Instagram pages as well. We'll be right back. Thank you again, Giancarlo.
No, thank you.